Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Upton Farm, where today we're doing some silage with the New Holland FR850 that we've borrowed. We've swapped out the Red Rock trailer for a Marston, and I will be honest, I did cheat money in just to get this stuff. The New Holland will be going away, I'll be cheating money back in to get rid of that. Marston, we bought two of them, one with silage sides, one without. And we'll only use the one at a time because otherwise I'd feel like I'm cheating. It's just to make it look more legitimate, really. And we are cutting corn silage. We're going to be bringing the silage over to the BGA because that kind of makes sense to me to do that. The class Arion is out cultivating again, which yeah, it needs to be out cultivating basically. And we should be making a decent amount of money off this. Now I have turned off ground response, so this is all... I should have turned off ground response. Maybe I didn't. Either that, the Aryans found something to hit into. One of the two. I'm really not sure what the Aryan's doing, but it's screwing up as usual. And that is the Marston trailer full. So we'll hop into the John Deere, take it off follow me, and get moving across the fields. I don't know why. Ah, because IC was turned on. Let's see which way is going to be the quickest way out of here. This way will take me in a direction I don't want to go, so it's going to be this way. So you can see we're trying to get up to the BGA, which I've not been up here yet. Up there yet, I should say. So I guess go out the field entrance I know of. That is an evil wall. What exactly is going wrong with the Arion? I've got to find out now. It is still doing the same stuff. I wonder, is that just a... Clearly I still have ground response in then, which would explain two things that I'd noticed already. So that's not exactly the best. So the Arion's going to continue slipping and sliding and shouting at me, which I'm just going to ignore from now on. Because Courseplay is the worst thing in the world, as is ground response apparently. So we're taking 20,000 litres of silage at a time up to the BGA, which doesn't sound like a lot, but it is. And hopefully, there was an issue with the BGA before where Lancy had forgotten to put something in. Hopefully he's fixed that. And we won't find out until we come to sell the silage. So hopefully that's all repaired and lovely. Kinda glad that I decided not to courseplay this, because the only way to the BGA is via this laneway. Which would have meant I'd have a huge loop going on somewhere or other. I'm guessing there's a little offshoot coming up here on the... No? Okay. Where is the... I see it there. It's just up beyond this field. We can continue on and go to the BGA. So, in here, which is of course gated off. This gate, but this gate needs to open. Hopefully I left myself enough room to get in here. I have, if only just. So let's get down to the BGA, which has some lovely looking lagoons and stuff. And two quite large silage pits. Or is it three large silage pits? I'm seeing one. Was it just the one humongously large silage pit? It in fact is, and you can see the lagoons for water purification as well. So let's get this up and over the rubble. Probably not the best way to do that, but it works. And now we'll just, in theory, do the easy bit, which is reversing into the silo, but of course it's me, and I am notoriously bad at reversing. There we go. Dump the chaff there. And hopefully it's going to stop at the wall and not go through it. There we go, that's that load complete. Back out we go then to continue on with our work. The one thing about this map is that everything involves a lot of driving, which is I don't know if it's a shame or a minor inconvenience. It's somewhere in between the two. It's definitely a good thing in that you get to see lots of the map all the time, but not particularly great for YouTube because now I've got to drive back to the field. And I'll have to continue doing this loop every 20,000 litres or so. And we got 20,000 litres out of quite about half a headland. So we started, the entrance point is up here, we started over here on the field, if you look at the mouse cursor. We started over here, we made it over here. So there is quite a distance yet to go. Which is mildly concerning, I'll be honest. The bright side, of course, is we'll have no shortage of silage. In fact, I might bring some silage over to the cows once we've got the harvest done and the silage fermented. Because there's no harm in using pit silage as well for the cows. This is field 9, by the way. This is the field that we're harvesting, and we've made it to there. So we've got quite a distance yet to go. The FR850 New Holland harvester is running a 9-meter header, so it's not going to be the slowest thing in the world. In terms of, you know, how far it'll take us, you know, it's taking a decent chunk out of the field every single time, but it's just going to be a bit of a long, drawn-out harvest because of the size of the field itself. Hopefully we're close enough now that I can press Control F and yes. Fantastic, we can hop into the harvester now. Get moving almost immediately. So the big question is going to be, where do we stop next time? Hopefully somewhere over near the gate so that it's a bit of a shorter journey. But this is yeah, this is max speed now, 10 kilometers an hour doing silage harvest. We've already got 5,000 litres of chaff into the trailer. It's well over a quarter full already. Going up towards halfway, and we're not going to be running into many issues. The Ariana is stuck again. Probably slipping again. I'm presuming it hasn't actually hit something. Where exactly is it stuck? Oh, it might have hit something. I'll go over... Actually, I'll go over now and double check on it and see what it's done. If it's just doing the slippy thing again, I'll do that. Because I'm not going to deal with that. Off we go again, doing actual work instead of faffing about trying to get Courseplay to actually do what I wanted to do. Like I said, reasons I don't use Courseplay all that often. It has a horrific habit, an annoying habit of just causing more problems than it's worth. So 80% full. We're going to be quite near the gate when this fills. The downside is we'll have to do the long drive over to the BGA and back again. So you guys are going to have to unfortunately sit through that once more. And it's full. Didn't need that. Control F. Away we go once more. Almost made it the rest of the way around the headland, but I honestly believe that the amount of silage we'll have at the end of this is going to be worth going forwards and backwards as much as we are. I know that in real life you probably have 3 or 4 tractors doing this cart, and I might consider getting a couple of extras, but again, the single laneway bit is of concern to me. The fact that this road narrows down to a single lane, and it is very narrow, and Courseplay tends to not like having to overtake itself. I mean, could I realistically... No, because there's a sign right there. Okay, so yeah, it's not really course-playable at all. Short of having an extra maybe 3 trailers on the course and actually extending it longer so that it takes a shortcut through the map over by field 23. But then the issue I'd run into would be they'd probably all get stuck at the BGA. Sometimes Courseplay isn't as easy to think up as you think, or as a lot of people like to think. Especially on maps like this where it's very realistic to the point where it's difficult to figure out how exactly it's gonna be worthwhile to do a Courseplay. Because the way I see Courseplay is it's something you use to cut down the amount of... I've missed the turnoff somehow. I thought something seemed off. I've missed the turnoff. How did I miss the turnoff? The way I see Courseplay is it's something that's supposed to be a time saver, but unfortunately a lot of the time it ends up taking more time than it saves. So the turnoff is kind of hidden is probably how I missed it. Oh, it's very hidden. That's exactly how I missed it. A sign would be nice, Lancy, but that is just me being an idiot, I guess. So this is the Marston Trailers by Bullet Bill, if you were wondering. That's why the number plate reads CPF BB or B83. Upton Farm Bill 83. Let's get this spun in like... Do you know what? I think this part over here is course playable. Also, I don't... That is the most terrifying slurry pit I've seen yet. Well done, Lancy. You've managed to terrify me once again. I'm wondering if this is actually set to be a silage pit. Slightly concerned about that. Oh, it is. It is good. Let's just stop up there and gonna have a watch over what's going on at the back. Okay, so it is behaving nicely, good. Could probably fit 5 or 6 million litres of silage in there pretty easily. So for those of you that like doing extreme silage, probably a good map. Definitely a good bunker. You're not gonna have a shortage of silage by any means. If you manage to fill that thing up. It's off back to the field we go. It's a very drivey episode, I know, but I figured I'd let you guys get the full gist of exactly how long it takes to get silage done with the equipment that I've chosen. And this is some of the better equipment. I mean, the only way I could make this in any way faster would be to get a fast track on this trailer. I know I could go for a bigger trailer, but I'm kind of going for realistic sized British equipment. And I feel like throwing a fast track on this would make sense, but throwing a much bigger trailer on the back of the 7R wouldn't make too much sense. Even using the 7R is probably a bit overkill. You wouldn't... You might actually, because I know a lot of silage crews tend to use T7s, which would be a similar-ish sized tractor. The reason I know this is because that's what I see a lot around me. So don't go saying I'm talking unrealistically or I don't know what I'm talking about. No, I see it. Granted, the T7s I've seen have been on grain trailers, but and what is usually done around me now is bale silage. So I haven't seen many silage carts, but last year or the year before was a lot of T7s, a lot of 6Rs, that kind of area in terms of tractors. So let's get this spun around and back on to follow me. That should do. Control F. Get back into the harvester and start driving immediately. Now, if you guys want, this is really a case of can I cheat or not. If you guys want, I can get a few extra tractors in, call them contractors, get a few extra trailers in, call a contracting team, and Courseplay up this field for like a stream or something. Because then I just need to worry about getting the combine around, or getting the forager around. Slightly concerned how the deer's going to deal with that corner. It's very well behaved actually. Up to halfway full already. Wow. Okay, maybe I do need to get a bigger trailer. Maybe I do. The reason I've stopped at the Red Rock, by the way, is the tip animation for the Red Rock is derpy. There's a big delay before it starts actually tipping, before it starts any sort of movement that's visible. And even then, it just doesn't make sense to me, to be honest. Because the tailgate's a gravity tailgate, so I mean it's held down by gravity, well, a clip in gravity. So once the clip is off, it's held down by gravity, but it goes up beyond the vertical. Like in real life, I think it just flap until it's, you know, vertical no matter what way. The trailer's tipped, but it goes up to a weird angle that doesn't make sense to me. It goes up to like 45 degrees. And I don't like when things don't make sense to me. Control F. We're gonna cut across the field here like this, just because it's easier. I know that it's not particularly realistic, and I could have turned the other way, but this is the way that I want to turn. So that's 2 cuts done, and it's a good swath out of the field now. Granted, it's still very, very little of the field actually harvested, and this is the 60,000 litre trailer going in. So if I was using a semi-trailer, I'd have 1 semi-trailer load now. But this is going to have to do. Hopefully I don't miss the turn-off this time, because I know that missing turn-offs is a thing that I keep doing, mainly because I'm an idiot, mainly because I keep losing track of where exactly I am on the map, but that's why I got the mini-map open now. It's intended to be an aid so that I don't screw up too much. I am actually looking at the minimap as well. So we're coming up to it after this next little chicane turn. So we've got a nice left sweeper, and then we've got a kind of an S bend. It's going to be after that. Okay, so it's going to be up here. And I remember from last time, it's got trees either side. There it is. Target located. So in we hit the gate. In true Dave manner. In we go. I did tell you guys that even with the wheel, I'm not particularly good at driving. In real life, I'd probably have a wheel loader dealing with the pit. So I'd be unloading kind of out here somewhere. This is farm sim, so no wheel loader until I can afford a wheel loader. Don't even have a bucket, so I might have to do some financial finagling to get that. There we go. And the big question is, do I want to start trying to compact this down now? And I think the answer is going to be yes. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to stop up here for a second. Turn this off, and we'll take out a loan. I know I've been cheating in a lot of stuff, so let's take out a loan here. To bring us up to 17,000, and in levelers there should be a bucket of some description. Oh, there's not. Let's get the Stagum and STS with 3-point attacher. Where is the, not this. Get this over to the shop. You can see there's the second master trailer. I'll put that away somewhere. I still haven't redone. I've been talking for a little while about redoing the number plate on this thing. Still haven't done it. Because of course I'm useless. Unless, actually, is the bucket I want in front loaders for some reason? Or is it in MISC? Could be in MISC. Because, aha, there it is. Because that holds 1900 litres. This holds 1420. Yeah, let's get this bucket. Because what I really want to do is actually move stuff around. I'll actually get both. Because I can use the bucket to pile things, or to move things if I really need to. So, oh, that's derpy. Let's look at the back of this thing. I'm going to be very cheeky as well, and just teleport up to here. Which brings us immediately into where I want to be. Good. I'm guessing then that if I press Ctrl-Alt-A to turn on head tracking, that somewhere in the IC, this button should be it. I should now have... Yes, the front fork's down. Fantastic. So let's lift this bucket up and unfold this one. Lift that up as well a bit. So what I'll do is I want to get this piled as high and as well as I can. Just because, well, it means there's going to be more room in the bunker, effectively. I'm actually thinking that using the other bucket might be more convenient. Let's give that a try. Let's give this bucket a try here and see how we do. Doesn't seem to go down nearly as far, which actually might be convenient. It is nowhere near as convenient. Okay, so the actual leveler is going to be the better bet. Because, yeah, there's no way of... Oh! Yeah, the lever is still going to be the better bet. Because it makes more sense to me. So let's swap control over to this thing and get it moving down the pit again. Just kind of sweep up what I can. The aim here is just to get it all kind of piled up at the end like that. As well as I possibly can, at least. Come on. You want to pick this up. Come on. I know you want to pick this up. There we go. Just pile it up there like that. That'll do for now, I think. We'll get the John Deere back over to the field and try and fill it up one more time before we call this an episode. Although looking at the time, it looks like we'll just have time to get back over to the field, as it takes off completely silently, like an assassin, because the sound file hasn't loaded yet. You have to love when there's a delay between sound files triggering. So this John Deere is the 7R by TechMods AS, which is the actual reason that I was so harsh on the Fendt 1050 in the mod contest. I was comparing it to their previous work, which is what you're supposed to do with modders, is compare like for like. I was comparing the Fendt 1050 by TechMod AS to the John Deere 7R and 8R, also by TechMod AS, and honestly the Fendt was a joke compared to this. There's a completely different standard. The Fendt seemed very rushed and very unfinished. Of the three tractors that TechMods have made that I've tried, the 8R is my favourite. It seems to be the most stable, most reliable one. This one's a bit tippy, and the 1050 has the turning circle of a small Galaxy, as I've said in the review I did of that. The biggest letdown is by far the 1050. This is kind of the middle of the road one. This is kind of what I would expect as an average tractor from TechMods. So this is kind of the standard bearer. The 8R is the gold standard, and the 1050 is what they shouldn't do again. Because this does have a quite a large turning circle, but it's by no means as bad as the 1050. That's how I criticize mods. I look at what I think is a standard. You know, this is kind of what I would expect of a mod of this type, or by this person, and if it meets it, then it's good. If it doesn't, then it's bad. If it exceeds it, then it's great. And this is a great map. It's exceeded absolutely everything I'd expected of Lancy. It's got a lot of his signatures, like being a bit, well, I say a bit, very rustic looking. Kind of giving the impression of being lived in, and bit dirty, and yeah. But that is going to do it for today, guys. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, hit the like button, don't forget to subscribe. I'll leave you by saying I've been RainbowDave, you've been watching Farming Simulator 17 on Upton Farm. Until next time, stay safe, and goodbye.